So hello and welcome back to a new vlog, something a bit different today. I'm going to test out a new car. Potentially I'm getting rid of my Ford Fiesta ST that I have been driving for coming up to 4 years now. I'm not going to tell you what car I'm going to test other than it is German. So before we get going, get in the comments below and have a guess of what car I'm going to be getting. And yeah, drop the video a like, and if you are new, subscribe. So you might be wondering why I'm actually looking for a new car. To be honest, I always look at cars and what deals are going on at the time. This is my first time potentially getting a second-hand car, but the reasons are because I drive to Manchester for work, I would like an automatic car. I've also been looking for something that's a little bit faster. I was originally going to look for a diesel, just for better sort of miles per gallon and fuel consumption, but the issues are going to be coming up with diesels in the next couple of years, with them trying to get them off the roads. So I am going for a petrol, and it's a hell of a lot quicker than this is, even though this is quite quick. So yeah, I just want something a little bit better build quality, a bit quicker, a bit more fun. So hopefully later in this video you'll be seeing me picking up the keys. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to take my camera in for the test drive, just because I've got to have, with the COVID restrictions, I've got to have the saleswoman in the car with me, so I don't want to be vlogging during that. And especially with the power that this car has, it's going to be a lot for me to sort of get used to, especially with an auto, and in the rain with it being a rear wheel car. I've been looking at getting one of these cars for about a year or two now, and the reason why I hadn't got one previously is because the position in the finance that I was in on this car meant that I basically owe money back, and now I'm in a position where I'm actually in equity, so that will be used as the deposit instead of me putting any cash down. So the way things are working with COVID now is that you agree all the figures up front before you then have a test drive, because they've got to desanitize the car for 24 hours and this, that and the other. Just to go on a bit of a drive, because the furthest I've gone since March is just a couple of trips to Liverpool. I'm used to sort of driving 60 miles a day going to work to Manchester and back, and I'm not saying I enjoy doing that, but there's a big difference from going to driving pretty much a couple of hours every day to nothing at all. Little plug as well, I'm wearing the MyProtein Form tracksuit, hoodie and bottoms. You can get them on the website using my link in the description below and using GWFIT for 37% off. So if you use that, let me know, because I do a monthly giveaway using the commission that goes through the link. So basically I don't get any of the commission, it all goes back to a giveaway. If you want to get involved, send me your order, and if you want 5 extra entries, then whack it on your story and tag me so I can see it. I was actually close to getting just a loan and then paying the loan off for the rest of this car, because it has been a good little driver, and it's got, I mean, it's quick, you get decent fuel economy out of it as well for the speed of it. And yeah, until I realised the position I was in on the finance, that was sort of my position. I was going to keep it, but you know, boys and the toys, you can't help yourself every now and again to treat yourself. I treated myself on this car for my 21st, and I don't know what this is a treat for really. I just sat at home and worked for the past 6 months, but you know, if you don't do it now, when you're going to do it? I hope that this camera is facing onto me, because I haven't checked whether I'm in shot or not. I just literally whacked it on the dashboard and hoped for the best. I don't know what setting it's in either. It could be on wide, it could have like a big fishbowl effect, but I guess I'll see when I come to editing. I'm just getting onto the M56 now. whereas my current car does. But I've looked into Amazon and I can get like a heated seat cover for literally £25, and I don't get why people don't just do that if they don't have heated seats in their cars anyway, because I see a lot of people that moan about not having them, but then it's £25 and it literally just goes into your cigarette lighter. Another thing, it doesn't have the big screen that I would like, but at the end of the day my current car's not got a big screen and I'm not that fussed about it because I never really use it. I just put my music on and drive. Another thing it doesn't have is cruise control, and to be honest I actually don't tend to use it that much at all. I go on maybe 5 or 6 big journeys each year, and that's probably the only time it come in handy, and especially on like English motorways it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to get to use it anyway, just because the roads are usually so busy. So I don't think I'm too fussed on it. I drove my mate's older version of the car that I'm about to test drive before, and I really enjoyed it, even though I only drove it for about 5 minutes. But yeah, I am looking forward to driving this car. I'm not great when it comes to changing my car. I mean, this is the longest I've ever kept the car, so I'm coming up to 4 years. My previous cars have been no longer than a year. I've had a Focus before this, a Fiesta before that, and a Fiesta before that. Basically because my granddad used to work for Ford, so we used to get the tickets, and you could change after pretty much, I think it was 9 months. So you used to just change the car every couple of years, every year or so. But I always sort of didn't know what I was going to do. So like with my Focus, I really liked my Focus, and then I was coming to get this car, and I didn't know whether I actually wanted to change it or not, and then it wasn't until I actually got the car I was like, actually yeah, this is a better car. So I think that's going to be a similar situation to this, because this ST was a big step up from my Focus, especially performance wise, and this car is going to be another big step, because it's 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, which is up there with Porsches. So there's another tip as well. I said it was a German, it's not a Porsche. I have priced up Porsches before though in the past, and you can get a good deal. It's the fuel economy and servicing that puts me off, because the parts are not cheap at all. I said earlier as well, this car that I'm looking at getting is second hand, and the reason for that is that they don't actually make it anymore. They've brought a new model out, and the performance all round just isn't as good. It's a smaller engine for starters. Don't get me wrong, it's still stupidly quick, but I just don't like the style of it as much as I like this one, and that's why I'm basically going second hand for it, because they don't make them anymore. So yeah, otherwise I'd potentially look at getting a new one, but it is what it is. A newer version of the car that I'm looking at right behind me, right on time. I'm hoping you can't see it out the back window, because that will definitely give away the car that I'm looking at. I'm gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about driving it, but let's find out. So I'm getting close to the dealership now. I'll be there in the next couple of minutes. I am going to leave you guys in the car, and I will come back to you after I've had the test drive, and you will know whether or not I have a new car or not. This part of the video was taking me a bit longer than I anticipated to get it recorded. The weather's been a bit crap, and the early nights sort of stopped me filming after work and actually when I picked up the car. So yes, I have got a new car, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered filming the second half of the vlog. So I'm just going to go drive somewhere a bit quieter so we can have a look at the car, but we will start it up, and if you've not already, try and guess what the car is. I put a little sort of sneak preview on my story. Let's get it started. Never going to get bored of listening to this car start up. But yeah, let's go. Now, 10 days into ownership of my new car, I am absolutely buzzing with it. It's just so much more enjoyable to drive, not having to worry about changing gears all the time. So yeah, I'm over the moon. The speed of this thing is absolutely ridiculous. The 0 to 60 on this is 4.6 seconds compared to my ST, which was 6.9, which is still reasonably quick, but this is a different level. really hope that the sound of this thing comes through on the GoPro. I had a look as well at the previous footage from when I actually drove to the dealership, and I realised that I'd been filming in 60 frames a second on sort of normal field of view, so on the medium setting, not the wide, which was lucky. Otherwise it would have been like a big fishbowl effect, and been in 1080p, which is not too bad because that's what I film when I'm on my camera anyway. But the only thing is, it means I'm going to have to stick on my GoPro at 60 frames a second because my editing app doesn't like it when you put in different frame rates of video. So if I sort of miss things, then yeah, it's basically because I can't see what I'm filming and I'm just winging it, sort of pointing the camera at the car essentially. Gonna put the car into sport mode now, which makes the throttle a bit faster and the exhaust a little bit louder. So I'll put the windows down just a touch. Let's open it up a little bit. That's my phone falling. The engine's not quite warmed up to get some pops yet. Oh, there's a little one. The speed and the throttle response to this thing is just ridiculous, and I'm never going to get bored of how fast or loud it is. Slow revs. It's just obnoxiously loud. I hope to God this is coming through on the GoPro. I just look like an idiot just laughing at all the pops and bangs. Like I'm literally at like 20-30 miles an hour. A little on a country road now. See what we can do. I've just got to what I thought was a quiet country road, but there is people, like every man and his dog, out walking and on bike rides, probably because everything is now shut in the UK. But behind me I've got my new car. I hope this shows up very well. But I've now got a BMW M140i. I wanted one of these for a while, but like I said in the last video, I wasn't in the right position with my previous car, whereas now I am. So let's have a look around the car. So the car is in Alpine White. It is a 3-litre petrol automatic BMW M140. We've got the privacy glass at the back, nice big M Sport wheels, and we've got the twin exhaust on the back, which is the M Performance, which just under here you can see M Performance exhaust, which makes it extra loud. I'm absolutely buzzing with this car, so we are going to do a quick start up and then a few little drags because I have got limited memory on my GoPro, as I've just found out, so it's going to have to be pretty quick. this vlog here. If you'd like to see more car stuff, then drop a like and a comment. Let me know what you want to see, because I'm more than happy to do a proper full in-depth car video. This one was a pretty quick one on my lunch. But yeah, if you liked it, drop it a like. If you're new, then subscribe, because there's going to be plenty more coming. And here's one last look at the car. I will see you in the next one.